There is no easy way to say this. Most Africans are corrupt. And why am I saying this? Because research shows that 1 in 4 Africans had to pay some sort of bribe to access public services. And all this stems from corrupt people holding higher positions or people close to power. I'm not talking about our politicians. I'm talking about the average African's role in making Africa as it is today. Once again, welcome to the African Boot channel. Here we talk about everything concerning the development of Africa and how we as Africans can reimagine it. So join the family by subscribing and join the discussion in the comment section. In our previous video, we discussed the leader side of the question, is politics the downfall of Africa? Today, we are going to talk about the people side, so let's dive in. It is true that most of our politicians are corrupt, but you and I know that's not the whole story. Most Africans believe that corruption rules in a lot of places in our continent, ranging from government officials, local business owners, bankers, health professionals, the security sector, traditional leaders, business executives, and teachers. Basically, everyone is one way or the other corrupt. Don't believe me? Then let's analyze this. You or someone you know had intentionally or unintentionally paid bribe to someone just to get access to a job, a government document, medical care, or assistance into public school. If you've done any of these, then there you have it. Most government institutions have one form that allows corruption to thrive. And there are 2 arguments I believe you might make. Number 1, most of these corrupt people are underpaid, or 2, it's just plain old greed. Well, you might be right, but here are some points you must consider. To begin with, most construction companies lobby governments for contracts. And once this contract is attained, they end up not using the proper materials needed for the work. And when disaster occurs, like collapsing of a building or a road getting damaged in a few months after construction, who do we blame? Not to mention, tribalism and favoritism is like a culture here in Africa. It's a whom you know system against the actual skill sets needed to get the job done. So when someone with the actual skill sets ends up unemployed, who does he blame? And last but not the least, for most Africans, getting into the security sector has become a hustle just because someone somewhere has made it their business to make them believe that they need to pay money before they can serve their country. This has created a generation of security personnel who believe that bribery is not wrong. So let's ask once again, who do we blame? That's right, we blame the government. But in reality, it's an average African citizen not accepting blame. Most people will do anything but blame themselves or take responsibilities for their actions. We have a lot of institutions that have poor management skills, yet they claim to be the most competent in their field. And what's worse, because none of these make the headlines, they see nothing wrong with it. They would tell you, everyone benefits from their workplace. This proverb is doing more harm than good. You might ask, how does these points connect to the question? The answer is everything. One thing you need to understand is corruption stems from the people to the politicians. And we need to remember that we are the same people who become our political leaders in the future. In as much as we don't want to accept it, we the people also play a major role in Africa's downfall, and not accepting the base facts make us pure hypocrites who always criticize the government without accepting our parts. And the solution is quite simple. The change starts from you and I. I believe with the help of social media, we can expose corrupt practices that was once hidden from public eyes, so that monitoring and close supervision can be conducted. Since most of our political leaders already take us for granted, not accepting the bribe they offer us before and during elections will become a massive blow in their thirst for power. In order to implement this change, we need to be honest in our dealings and help keep the public sector transparent and accountable. And last but not the least, let us all be informed voters. That is, if we want Africa to be as great as it was in the past. Thank you for watching this video to the end, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't, and see you in our next video.